What's going on, guys? P-Will back here for another video. In this video, we're starting a new series on the channel. I don't know how often I will do these, but every time I see something pertinent in the news or something, I will do this series, the Soldier Report series. This video, we're talking about the Army is growing, the growth of the Army, and what it means for you. I'm going to break it down. And yeah, we'll go from there. So I hope you enjoy this new series, and let's get right into the Army growing. So I've been following this story for probably a month, 2 months. The Army Times has been continually reporting on the growing Army, so I don't know if a lot of you guys keep up with it, but I'm going to assume that you don't, and I'm going to break it down for you. So the Army wants to grow 2,000 active duty soldiers a year, a net growth. So right now, the Army has about 67,000, well, as of fiscal year 2018, the Army had 67,000 recruits a year going through basic training. The Army wants to get that up to 69,000 and grow by a net 2,000 soldiers a year. They want to do this through recruiting, of course, and retention. 69,000 a year, that is a lot. That is a lot of soldiers. Right now we're sitting at about 476,000 active duty soldiers. The Army wants to grow that to a 500,000 active duty force, or Army in general, 500,000, and then they want to get the Army Guard up to 336,000, with the reserve being at 189.5 respectively. So this is a lot of growth. The Army wants to grow. Right now, the Army, their two priorities are modernization of their equipment and getting those up to date, and growth. So this growth is going to come through recruiting. I'm sure a lot of you have seen the new Army recruiting campaign. Recruiters interacting, getting active on social media, different approach to recruiting, a lot of new recruiting commercials, one already out, a lot more on the way, I'm sure. So the Army has put a lot of emphasis on recruiting. There are a lot more recruiters out there now, new recruiting tactics and stuff like that. So the Army is heavily pushing to grow. The Army has created a functional fitness team that will go out and engage people, as well as like a bunch of different gaming teams. So growth is a high priority in the Army right now. They want to fill all ranks, get up each unit up to like 110%. That way when you deploy, you're going to have some non-deployables, you're sitting at 100%. So, and then from there they will go about creating new units. And by the year 2024, I believe they want a full Army force of 500,000 troops. That's a lot of troops. So it's gonna be crazy few years for Army recruiting. So what this means for you, the Army wants you. The Army is taking a lot of applicants. They need a lot of people. I have a fun statistic for you. 29% of 18 to 29-year-olds are eligible to join the Army. And then you've got to count in the fact that they're competing with the other branches, the Navy, Marine Corps, etc., Air Force, competing for that 29% of people. And then of course you're gonna have people that don't want to just join the military. That's not part of their life plans. You can expect, when you're signing up with the Army, you can expect a lot of bonuses, MOS of choice as long as you qualify. Once you're in the Army during this growth period, you can expect quick promotions. As you know, as you grow, you're gonna have a lot more privates, a lot more room to grow, a lot more upper ranks that need to be filled. So right now is really a great time to join the Army. The Army needs people, and if you're qualified, you shouldn't have a hard time getting in. You shouldn't have too terribly long of wait periods. Now, as the Army does grow, you're gonna be waiting, because there's just so many more people coming through. You're gonna be waiting, holdover, and you can expect crowded AITs. I know even like 2 years ago when I was going through AIT, it was crowded. It was really crowded. A lot of hold unders waiting for class to pick up. A lot of 3-to-a-room barracks. It's just a crowded time, but definitely a great time to join the Army. I didn't know if a lot of you were tracking the situation, so I wanted to keep you up to date in this little soldier report. I hope you enjoyed it. I hope it gave you some insight, you know, what kind of climate the Army is in terms of growing. The Army is growing, and it's growing fast, and it wants to do it over the next 5-6 years, get up to 500,000 soldiers. So great time to join the Army. I hope it helped you out. Come on over to my social medias. You can always ask your questions as well in the comments section. Hope you enjoyed it, and I will see you in the next video.